It's here. The all-new hybrid direct-to-garment, direct-to-film printer from EPSON, the F2270, has finally landed. Now, before we start running all of our tests with this awesome machine, we want to show you how to get it installed, set up, and go over everything step by step. And before we dive into it, if you've landed on this video as a non-subscriber, as we see many of you are, go ahead and hit that red button for us. We have a lot of fun around here on this channel, and you'll never miss out on any of our helpful insight on elevating your printing business. And if you do have any questions on how we set up the F2270, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. Without any further ado, let's get this guy up and running. Now, EPSON recommends for people to safely lift your printer onto a stable and level flat surface. You want to make sure it's able to support about 242 pounds and cover all the rubber feet on the bottom. You want a little extra space. The Mr. Table available at AAPrintSupplyCo.com is perfect for this. Now let's go ahead and locate all the essential items to make sure we have everything we need to get the printer up and running. We're going to need the rear cover, which we'll be installing in just a moment. You're going to want to make sure that the tweezers were included as well. We're going to be taking a look and make sure we have our Platen with our hanger. We have our warranty card, that's important. Our waste ink bottle and our waste ink tube. Our grip pad accessory, which we'll talk about shortly. Our maintenance kit. This is important. Our metal waste ink bottle holder, our ink labels, which we'll be installing in just a moment as well, our ink charging unit, which we'll get to right after we set up, our grip pad tool, all of our different ink packs and our maintenance liquid, our wipes, our caution label, our zip ties, and the power cord. Next, you're going to want to make sure to carefully examine the printer, remove all the packaging material tape, and get it loaded safely onto a stable surface. Once you have it nice and situated, we can begin assembling the machine. Now, the first thing we're going to assemble is going to be our waste tube assembly on the back of the machine. Now, from those wipes that we saw earlier, let's go ahead and remove one. Now, we're going to be addressing these caps here. So with our wipe, we're going to go ahead and carefully remove the cap. We're going to wipe the edges of the waste ink outlets, and we're going to repeat this on both sides. Now, you want to make sure to keep these caps and store them in a safe place just in case we ever need to move or transport the machine in the future. Now, there's a very specific way that we install our waste tube for the inlets. So you want to always make sure to get the Y shape here, and EPSON made it nice and easy for us. The long side goes on the left side. Once you've made sure that the tube is firmly attached to the waste ink outlet, we're going to repeat the same step with the short side on the right outlet. Got it. After we've installed our waste tubes on the proper outlets, it's time to install our rear cover. No tools required. We're going to be using these twist bolts here to these mounting points on both sides of the machine. Now we're just going to go ahead and align this up here. And once you have it in place, just securely fasten these twist bolts into the unit itself and then repeat on both sides. Now, the right waste outlet tube should go right into this little groove here on the cover. And now it's installed. Now it's time to open the cover, and we're going to press down on this part here with our hand to make sure it's secure. Next, let's remove our Platen carriage lock and twist bolt. These are to ensure safe transit during shipping and need to be stored safely along with those caps from the waste tube outlets. Keep these for future transport needs. Let's go ahead and grab those waste tube clips and install them on the mounting points in the back of the printer. While we've installed these, now it's time to route the tube itself through those clips we just loaded. Now let's go ahead and get our waste ink bottle, and we're gonna remove both the outer and inner caps. Go ahead and keep these with your waste tube outlet caps, your Platen locks, and secure them in a safe place for future transport. Now your waste tube bottle, for proper flow of the waste ink, should always be placed on the right-hand side of the bottle in the machine. Next, we're gonna take our waste ink bottle holder, and we're gonna feed the waste tube through the holder and secure it right here. Now, if you're gonna have a long-term position for your printer, it may be advised to trim some of this tubing so that it passes just below this line here. Now today we're not gonna cut this so we have flexibility in the future, but if you know your printer is gonna be stationary in the same location, trimming this waste tube will allow for better flow of all of your waste ink. The final part of assembly is to take your power cord and connect it to the rear of the printer. Let's go ahead and get this plugged into a safe outlet, power on the machine, but do not connect the computer yet. We've essentially completed our assembly portion of this video. Now it's time to configure the printer and load up our ink. And there we have it. We're almost ready to start printing. And just so you guys know, we did cover the full content A to Z as far as getting this machine print ready, but we wanted to break it up into 2 separate videos so it's a little more easier to digest. We covered everything as far as assembly. Make sure you guys stay tuned, hit that subscribe button for the installation video to get this thing computer connected and print ready for direct to garment and direct to film. If there's any questions on anything we've gone over in today's video, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. Drop a thumbs up if you made it this far. Stay tuned, we got big plans for the F2270.